Who in charge looked at those images and said, fuck yeah, well done, everyone.
Discussing cats WTF.
Well done, everyone.
Hello, just
good job.
Got home from school, might fall asleep, wake me up if anything.
It honestly feels like they didn't have time to like test it with an audience beforehand and make changes. Because it's weird, isn't it? You watch the like, and imagine that I've just shown you those images just now, so you've just seen it like sped run, right? Imagine watching the movie for like 2 hours, and then an hour 30 in, you just see that sudden change of the character's appearance.
This movie, however, should be legal and suable for emotional damage.
Right, Idris Elba's character in your head wears clothes for an hour and 30 minutes, and then all of a sudden, whoa!
I wonder
look
if
at
Idris
this!
regrets being in the movie.
Look at him dance! He's dancing as well. He dances. He's naked. Where's his clothes gone? Look at him dance. It was fucking awful. Oh. The only slightly redeeming thing about it was that James Corden's character gets fucking kidnapped.
Than I see this images.
And you don't see him for the rest of the movie for like ages. It's amazing, dude. I was like, oh, thank God. Thank you for the 14 months, thank you.
My monthly message. Back to lurking. Eyes.
There's like two characters that are fucking insufferable, and it's funny enough, the two that get kidnapped early on in the movie. Do not watch Cats 2019 unless you are drunk. I admit I had started drinking when we started watching the movie. I thought it would help, it didn't. So 13 months later.
How dare you digress the movie Cats? They are all beautiful and they originally had assholes.
Ugh. Thanks for the 1 year, thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Time to hit the honk.
Slimesicle? No.
5,
Testicle.
6, 7, 8.
Thanks for the 1 year, thank you.
Now M8. Lol, happy 1 year, Dadza.
No, jellicles. Jelly testicles. Couldn't get out of my head. The entire movie. The entire movie. I was like, why do they keep calling them jellicles?
Shout out to Rebel Wilson and James Corden at the Oscars, dressed in better costumes than the movie, are saying no one better than us know the importance of good visual effects.
Oosh. I mean, those two people are just awful anyway. Without the CGI. Oosh, oosh, oosh. This is alright. Yeah, they don't need Cats CGI to make them, like, awful. They're already bad. They're already just fucking terrible. On their own. They don't need Cats' terrible CGI. Right.
I think you would enjoy Sideways video why the music in Cats is worse than you thought. It's an hour long and more entertaining than the actual film.
Oh man, I had so many messages from people in like on like Instagram, because I have like message requests on, right? So sometimes I'll just quickly look to see what people are saying about like a story I've done or whatever, and there was so many people being like, please don't take Cats 2019 as the definitive Cats experience. Oh my god, it's awful, please! Please, the show's good! We promise! I was like, right, it wasn't the worst. Thank you, Killer Savage, for the 31 fucking months, mate. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know, chat, I know. I knew the movie was awful. Alright, I knew the movie was awful. We watched it knowing it was going to be awful. Okay. Apparently the show was good. Funny enough, I actually went on a field trip to London with my school to go see not the show Cats, but the place where they were playing. And we went backstage and looked at the cat costumes. I still don't understand why we did that. Like, I thought we were gonna watch the show, but we weren't. They just showed us the stuff backstage, that was it.
I had to watch Cats the musical with my grandparents.
Weird school.
When I was
This is
like
the same
10.
school
It was 3 hours and I didn't
that had the
understand
war.
it at all. I've seen it more recently as well and I still hate the show.
It was a bit of a weird school, yeah. It was a bit strange. The war. Yeah, just search up Phil Tells School Stories on YouTube and you'll find a video that somebody's already highlighted of me playing Origins, like Season 1 Origins, and talking about my cursed fucking school and the war. Scuffed. Alright, I'm gonna have to go to this
Hello Philza, I told
this
you last month
other
about
place
my shitty friends
first.
controlling who I can talk to. Mini update, they turned up at my door on Christmas Eve and gave a present. Anyway, yes, Cats the musical is a bit weird.
A bit weird? You're giving it a bit too much credit there. It is insane. It is actually insane. All British schools scuffed. Well, not really. I think just British schools where YouTubers and Twitch streamers went. We had it rough, dude. Yeah, Tomo had a guy that like brought a firework to school. Right. Did I tell you guys that they had to cancel the buses? Well, they didn't cancel the buses. So, like, they threatened to cancel the buses. So, you know, like in America, you guys have a school bus, and it's like yellow or whatever, right? You have like a school of school buses, essentially. And they're like yellow, and they're like a very specific shape and all that shit, and they pick up kids, take them to school. Well, in the UK, we have a kind of similar system, but we don't have special buses with yellow and all that shit and signs that say stop. We have just fucking regular ass double-decker buses that are hired, or rather rented out by the school, right? And the people that drive these buses are just regular ass bus drivers that do other jobs where they drive buses for money, right? They don't work primarily exclusively for said schools. We just, yeah. And the buses are mainly for secondary school, not primary school. So like the youngins don't get this, but the older kids do, like 13 and up, right? So our school, not only was it just full of lunatics, but also lunatics with no sense of moral compass or appreciation for bus drivers. So for a good bit, there was this escalating status of the buses being more and more cursed, right? So just to put it in the comparison, just to paint a picture. School buses come in, about 5 of them. Double-decker buses. Kids get off, go to school. They're waiting. The buses are waiting there when school finishes, takes them home, and they go through very specific routes, right? And this is very, very helpful for the parents that are working jobs and can't pick up their kids. Brilliant. Okay, so fast forward into when I was at school. My year, more specifically, were just chaotic fucks and decided, you know what? The bus isn't school. The people on the bus aren't school employees. Like, the driver isn't a school employee. That means we can do whatever the fuck we want. And that mentality grew and grew and grew to such a point where people were setting things on fire, burning holes in the seats, throwing things out of the bus windows at passers-by on the streets. Basically, imagine like a bus full of monkeys, right? Actual animals with zero supervision. They were throwing stuff. There was hierarchies. There were the cool kids that sat at the very back on the top of the bus that would pretty much command all the underlings to cause various pockets of chaos. People's books would get thrown out the window. Backpacks, packed lunches, shoes, bottles of water. Everything you could think of that could go wrong on a bus happened. And it got to such an extent where the bus drivers were like, fuck this. I'm not babysitting these kids. I'm not paid for this shit. I drive the bus. That's it. And they legitimately, as a company, said, this has to fucking stop or we're not doing this anymore. So you know what we had to fucking do? There was a giant meeting of all the affected people to do with the buses, plus a bunch of other people and the teachers. And we just literally, everyone just got sat down in a big hall, like the main hall where they do like meetings and shit. Everyone got sat down and it was like dead silent and nobody knew why the fuck we were there. I mean, a few people did because of how bad it was getting. The headmaster, which is like the principal, I guess. Headmaster comes out, silent as fuck. Just looks at them, just looks at everyone in the main hall, just with a cold stare. Grabs the mic and just goes, "We have a situation."
Goes like this.
Thank you for the sub. We have a situation. And immediately, everyone's just like, what? The people that we rent the buses from have threatened to cancel their contract. Do you know what that means? And everyone was just like... I'm paraphrasing here. Didn't say this exactly, but it was pretty similar. He told us that there was a contract about to be cancelled. And we're like, oh, he said... It means that everyone that gets the bus here will no longer be able to get the bus here. Pull your shit together. Act your age. Stop acting like a bunch of spoiled children on this bus. They are employees of a company. They do not have to put up with your shit. And like at this point, since he was swearing, loads of kids were like, not like, oh my god. They were just like, oh, holy shit, dude, yo, he's pissed. The opposite reaction of what he wanted. Everyone was like, Pogu. Like, the younger kids weren't. They were scared shitless. But like the older kids, including myself, were like, yo, I've not heard him swear. This is awesome, dude.
In my school we had a tunnel into the school itself. Someone lit a firework in it and nearly deafened like 20 students,
brilliant,
including me.
See, after that little speech, everyone was just like, well, shit. And letters got sent to everyone's parents. So all the parents knew. All the parents talked to each other. So like even the kids that didn't give the letter or intercepted the letter, all the other parents told every other parent, and then just it immediately stopped within a week.
At my secondary school, a kid got in trouble for bringing in throwing stars and kunais. That is my crazy school story.
So it was pretty much just like a case of, okay, everyone fucking stop. They're going to cancel the buses and nobody's going to be able to get to school. Our parents are fucking pissed. I didn't have to. I didn't take the bus. A lot of people didn't take the bus. Some people walked fucking miles. Thanks for the 1 year, thank you.
Apple gang, 12 months you've stolen my paycheck, Keck.
But that was fucking hilarious for a bit. That was ridiculous.
Okay, I have to defend the VFX team on cats.
You don't have to defend shit. They got rushed. They got rushed and overworked out of their fucking minds. What I'm criticizing is the decision to do it like that in the first place. And the people that kept saying, this is great, keep going. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. We love seeing Idris Elba suddenly lose all of his clothes.
I love story time with Dad.
I'm pissed at the people in charge. The VFX people were just like, I gotta finish this. I gotta finish this fucking scene before I die. Thanks to the 32 months thing.
How's our favorite burb boy?
They got worked to the fucking bone. It sucks, dude. Absolutely sucks. I'm pissed at the people in charge.
At my school, the bathroom.
They were just getting paid to do it fast as possible.
Some people wanted to do illegal things in the bathroom.
What's Scott say? Why is the pyramid flying? Jet engine.
13 months.
Thanks for the 13 months, thank you. Thank you, Izzy, as well, for the tier 3 for 32 fucking months. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Have I recovered from cats? I don't think I ever will. I think it's just going to live with me.
Phil Cats was supposed to be a 2D animated movie.
I know, I wish it was.
They had concept art and everything. The movie would
the producer
so
was just like,
had they kept the 2D idea.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have worked. The producer said nah, and fuck, ruined everything. The producer was the one that I'm pretty certain, either the producer or the director was like, no, I want it to look cursed as possible.
Caught fire with students in it. Luckily, no one got hurt.
Bruh. I can't remember if our school caught fire or not. I don't think it did. Did it?
2 months.
I know we had a lot of scares because
me to both Minecraft and Philza.
Our biology,
I'm happy for that.
Physics, and chemistry teachers were bonkers, dude.
So glad I have decided to jump in and watch your content. It's amazing. Keep being awesome, my dude.
They were nuts. I remember, I think it was our physics teacher.
That was the only crazy thing in my school.
Literally had some radioactive material in his cupboard, like locked up in a fucking lead box. What else? And he wore like a lead apron when he took it out and stuff. The chemistry teacher didn't give a shit about the class half the time. We had multiple chemistry teachers. There's meaning like 3 or 4, but like the one that we had was just like, it's like the wild west almost, right? You know, like Bunsen burners that you like turn the little knob and it goes like from a blue flame to a red flame and back again. Right?
In my high school was
well, those were just connected with a pipe, a little pipe, to the gas line.
The ceiling fell in while I was taking one of my level exams once.
Depending on which class you were in, certain students would just pull the pipe off and just leave the gas running.
10 months. Hi, Phil, smile.
And the teacher wouldn't pay any attention. He would leave with the students. He wouldn't do any safety checks.
Are you in 6 months, Pogue?
So sometimes that part of the building had to be evacuated because the gas was left on, dude.
21 months. Absolutely insane. Thank you so much for the amazing time and keep being as amazing as you've always been and making our days that much better.
Aww,
less than 3.
Hits. Thank you for the 21 months, thank you. Yeah, that's deadly. I mean, it's gas. What are you talking about? Of course it is. Oh, wait, are you just like confirming how crazy that is?
I think the most cursed thing that happened at my middle school was that there was a knife fight and a kid got deported.
Bruh. I know there was somebody got a knife through their hand, but it didn't happen on school grounds. It was like the spilling out of the war that happened. I need to get this screenshot.
My chemistry teacher wouldn't look up from his computer when we took tests, so we always cheated. One of my friends looked over to see what he was doing on there, and he was playing Minecraft.
Brilliant. Our French teacher gave us the answers to our tests.
My crazy story is that my elementary school had padded rooms
our
with
GCSE
no windows,
French
no door
test.
handles on the inside, no light switch. Seen kids get put in it.
I'm going to land up here and just quickly pull up a screenshot. Not related to anything you guys are talking about, by the way. Or anything I was talking about. I'm talking about getting more of the cobwebs. I'm looking for where the spawner is.
15 months. Boogie
Found it. It is at minus.
My chemistry teacher once made a model DeLorean and the flames set many wooden tables on fire and the whiteboard. My Italian teacher was so dedicated to teaching us and never missing a lesson, that she would come in with literal fevers and pass out while we wrote our tests. It was wild.
Oh man, dedicated teacher, but Jesus Christ. Have some self-fucking respect for your own
for the chill content
health.
And making a safe space to hang out in PH1L love.
Yeah, no worries, mate. This way, I think, yep. Thanks for 13 months, thank
Back
you.
in high school, the new science teacher would trap and freeze squirrels at his home.
Bruh.
He once brought one in and crucified it in front of the class. He got fired for getting into an argument with the administration. He was a good teacher,